In Japan, more than 28% of the population is over the age of 65, yet they have one of the lowest disability rates in the developed world. Compare that to the United States, where adults over 60 experience nearly double the rates of mobility loss and balance-related injuries. And here's the surprising part. Most Japanese seniors don't go to gyms. In the Western world, we're taught that staying strong after 60 requires structured workouts, resistance machines, supplements, and protein powders. But in Japan, many seniors maintain strength, balance, and independence through movements so ordinary they don't even label them as exercise. No special routines, no gym clothes, just the way they move through daily life. This isn't folklore. Long-term research from Tokyo University, Kyoto University, and a joint project with Harvard's School of Public Health has followed Japanese aging populations for decades. These weren't short trials. They were multi-year, population-level studies, and their findings were remarkably consistent. It wasn't diet alone, it wasn't genetics, and it wasn't advanced healthcare. Those helped, but they didn't explain why so many Japanese seniors remain mobile, balanced, and independent into their 80s and 90s. The real difference came from small movements, repeated every single day. Movements woven naturally into normal routines. They weren't formal exercises. They were quiet habits, hiding in plain sight. So simple that Western researchers initially dismissed them. When researchers examined brain scans and nervous system markers, they discovered something unexpected. Japanese seniors showed stronger motor cortex activation and faster nerve signaling compared to Western seniors of the same age. Not because they lifted weights, but because their nervous systems were constantly being gently stimulated through frequent movement. These daily movements improved joint health, balance, reaction speed, brain-body coordination, muscle preservation, fall resistance, and, most importantly, long-term independence. One Kyoto University researcher described these habits as the most powerful longevity tool we ignored because it looked too simple to matter. I'm going to walk you through 6 of these movements, starting with the simplest and building toward the most powerful. Each one prepares your body for the next. Stay until number 1 because it's linked to a 12 to 15% increase in functional lifespan, studied across tens of thousands of adults, and it's still largely unknown in the West. These movements take just minutes a day. They require no equipment, no gym membership, and they're accessible even if you haven't exercised in years. Before we begin, tell me in the comments your age and where you're watching from. I read the comments and reply personally. Let's begin. And don't let its position fool you. Number 6 looks basic, but it lays the foundation for everything else. This first movement sounds almost too simple to matter, standing up from the floor. But in Japan, this action is deeply embedded in daily life. Seniors commonly sit on the floor during meals, social gatherings, stretching, or quiet reflection, which means standing up and lowering down becomes a natural, repeated movement throughout the day. A 2014 Kyoto University study following over 2,100 adults aged 60 to 85 found that those who could stand from the floor with minimal assistance had a 40% lower mortality risk over 6 years. What makes this movement so powerful is that it trains multiple systems at once: leg strength, hip mobility, balance control, and neural coordination. Unlike machines that isolate muscles, this movement requires the brain and body to work together. To practice it safely, sit on the floor or a low surface, cross or uncross your legs naturally, and stand using as little hand support as possible. Then lower yourself slowly back down. The best time is morning or midday when joints are warm and alert. Exhale as you stand, move slowly, and avoid dropping into the seat. Over time, this builds confidence in your body's ability to recover from low positions, something that directly reduces fall fear. You can integrate this by spending just a few minutes a day sitting on the floor while reading or watching television. And what comes next strengthens your joints without stressing them. Walking slower may seem ineffective, especially in a culture that praises speed and step counts, but Japanese seniors often walk deliberately and with awareness. They pause, turn, adjust direction, and vary pace naturally throughout the day. A 2016 Tokyo University study of 1,800 seniors found that slow, intentional walking improved balance and gait stability by 27%. This happens because slow walking sharpens proprioception, your brain's internal map of where your body is in space. Faster walking often bypasses this system, relying instead on momentum. To practice, walk at a relaxed pace, gently change direction, and pause briefly before turning. Keep steps shorter and controlled, rather than long and rushed. This works especially well after meals, when circulation is naturally increased. Breathe through the nose and allow your arms to swing freely. A common mistake is turning too sharply or looking down constantly, which reduces balance training. This type of walking fits seamlessly into daily errands, hallways, or even small rooms at home. Over time, it retrains your nervous system to react calmly and efficiently. And the next movement actually nourishes your joints from the inside. If this movement helped you see walking a little differently, take a moment to tap the like button. It lets YouTube know this kind of senior health guidance matters, and it helps this video reach other adults over 60 who are looking for safe, practical ways to stay strong. Joint circling often feels like a warm-up rather than something that builds strength, which is why it's underestimated. In Japan, elders rotate their ankles, knees, wrists, shoulders, and neck casually while waiting for tea, talking with friends, or sitting quietly. Osaka University research in 2018 followed 1,200 adults and found a 32% reduction in reported joint pain among those who practiced daily joint circling. These slow, controlled movements stimulate synovial fluid, which lubricates joints and feeds cartilage, especially important as natural fluid production declines with age. To do this, make small, smooth circles within a pain-free range, focusing on control rather than size. Morning and evening are ideal, especially after waking and before bed. Breathing should be relaxed and steady. The most common mistake is forcing range or moving too quickly, which can irritate joints instead of helping them. This practice fits easily into seated moments and prepares your joints for more complex movements. And the next movement strengthens the brain-body connection in a surprising way. If you know someone over 60 who struggles with stiff joints or feels unsteady lately, consider sharing this video with them. These are gentle movements most people don't hear about, and a simple share could help someone stay mobile and independent longer. A shallow squat doesn't look impressive, but it plays a major role in how Japanese seniors maintain leg strength. This movement is commonly used while gardening, cleaning, reaching low shelves, or waiting briefly. In a 2015 Nagoya University study of 950 seniors, controlled squat holds improved leg strength by 35% without increasing joint pain. What makes this effective is sustained muscle engagement combined with balance and nerve activation. To do it safely, hold onto a chair or counter, bend slightly into a comfortable squat, not deep, and hold for 10 to 20 seconds. Keep your chest upright and knees gently tracking forward. Exhale slowly and avoid holding your breath. This movement strengthens thighs, hips, and stabilizing muscles that protect the knees. A common mistake is sinking too low or bouncing. This naturally fits into daily tasks and builds confidence in lowering and rising movements. And the next practice looks like rest, but it's quietly powerful. Standing still may feel like doing nothing, but it's actually a demanding neurological exercise. Japanese seniors often practice this while waiting for transportation, tea, or conversation. A 2019 Keio University study of 1,400 adults found a 22% improvement in balance reflexes among those who practiced mindful standing. This works by strengthening postural muscles and improving communication between the feet, spine, and brain. To practice, stand with feet hip-width apart, knees soft, shoulders relaxed, and eyes forward. Breathe slowly and evenly, allowing the body to make tiny adjustments. Morning is ideal when the nervous system is fresh. A common mistake is locking the knees or stiffening the body. This movement fits naturally into short pauses during the day and trains balance without fatigue. And now we arrive at the most powerful movement of all. If content like this helps you feel more confident about your health after 60, consider subscribing to Senior Health Support. Each week, I share simple, science-backed ways to stay strong, steady, and independent, without extreme workouts or confusing advice. This final movement isn't a single exercise, it's a way of living. Japanese seniors rarely remain still for long periods. They shift weight, stand briefly, stretch lightly, and change positions often. A 2020 Harvard-Tokyo longevity study following 26,000 adults found a 12 to 15% increase in functional lifespan among those who practiced continuous micromovement. These small adjustments keep the nervous system alert, prevent muscle shutdown, and preserve brain-muscle communication. Unlike long workouts, micro-movements work with the body's natural rhythms. The key is changing position every 20 to 30 minutes, standing briefly, and moving gently without strain. Morning movement appears especially powerful because it sets nervous system tone for the day, while evening movement supports circulation and stiffness reduction. The main thing to avoid is prolonged sitting without interruption. Over time, this becomes automatic and deeply protective, quietly supporting strength, balance, and independence well into advanced age. Taken together, these movements form a complete longevity system, not workouts, but a way of living that quietly builds strength. Aging isn't something to fight. It's something to navigate with intelligence and respect for the body. One path relies on constant interventions. The other relies on daily habits that support strength and independence for decades. Now, I'd love to hear from you. In the comments, tell me which movement you're going to try first, or which one you already do without realizing it. Your insight could help another viewer today. If today's movements opened your eyes, it's because strength after 60 isn't about pushing harder. It's about moving smarter. What we covered here builds the foundation: balance, joint health, and nervous system coordination. But there's another piece many seniors are missing, especially when legs feel weak, heavy, or unstable, even if you walk every day. In the next video, Over 60, these simple exercises strengthen weak legs better than walking. I show why walking alone often isn't enough after 60, and which gentle exercises activate the exact muscles walking quietly ignores. These are simple, safe movements used by seniors to rebuild leg strength, improve confidence when standing or climbing stairs, and feel steadier within days, not months. If staying independent and keeping your legs strong matters to you, that video is the natural next step.